first of Prime Method's 3 pillars is move. The Prime Method system is all about intelligent movement performed in a specific sequence at specific intervals with varying intensity. Let's familiarize ourselves with the 3 movement portions of any given day. You have your warm-up, workout, and cool down. Here is a breakdown of what each day will include when it comes to your workout. There are 4 day types. Type 1 is what we consider the lightest day. You will only perform your warm-up portion on a Type 1 day. Next is a Type 2 day. This includes both the warm-up and cool-down portions, and is performed with a bit more intensity than a Type 1 day. Next, we have your Type 3 and 4 days. Both Type 3 and 4 days include all 3 movement portions: the warm-up, workout, and cool down. The only difference between Type 3 and 4 days is the intensity and effort with which each portion is performed. For instance, Type 3 days should always be performed at about a 5 to 7 on an intensity scale of 10. Type 4 days are performed with maximum intensity, reaching around an 8 to 10 on the same scale. The Prime Method uses this concept of periodization, the process of structuring training into phases, to get our users maximum results. Now that you are familiar with each day type, let's look at some examples. Begin by clicking here on Warm-Up. As you can see, there are brief instructions up top for you to reference at any time. Step 1 is to go through each exercise and familiarize yourself with it. Each warm-up exercise has varying degrees of difficulty, so you will want to decide which level you can personally perform with great technique, and start there. Let's look at the first warm-up exercise here, called neck jive. I simply click on neck jive, and all the information opens right up. As you can see, each exercise is complete with everything you could possibly need: written instructions, still pictures, and a follow-along video. As we have emphasized in the previous tutorials, Prime Method asks you to do a fair amount of study up front, but becomes second nature to our users very, very quickly. This is where that comes into play. You will want to go through each level of neck jive and figure out which level feels right for you, whether it's level 1, level 2, or level 3. The goal with Prime Method is to perform these exercises with perfect technique and gradually, through weeks and months, move up in difficulty. Even the level 1 exercises will get you the desired results. Let's look at the media in level 2 of neck jive. We clicked here on level 2, and as you can see, you have the written definition first, then you have the still photos, and you have the video. You can open the photos by clicking on this left-hand box. You will have the ability to scroll through each photo by clicking on these arrows in the left-hand corner. We also provide users with the follow-along video. This is a great place to start if you're a new user. Click here on the video and it will expand. You can either press play here in the middle or click at the bottom right corner to expand the video to full screen. Familiarize yourself with each exercise listed here in the same fashion as we just showed you. In the end, you will come to this, the complete follow-along video. These videos allow you to follow along with a trainer in real time as they perform the complete warm-up sequence at each level of difficulty. Let's move on to the workout section. We're going to scroll up and click here on Workout. The workout section functions in entirely the same way as the warm-up section. You will once again want to go through each exercise and choose the level of difficulty that you can perform with perfect technique. That may be mindful, mighty, mega, or monster. Note that you may perform some exercises at differing difficulty levels. For instance, I may be able to perform this squat at the mega level. But when I get to the next exercise, press, I may have to stick to the mindful level. Once you've chosen the right level for each individual exercise, scroll down to the bottom and use this, the follow-along video. You will be able to perform your custom workout with a trainer in real time, depending, again, on the difficulty level. Let's move now to the cool down section. Head over here and click on Cool Down. Once again, the cool down section functions in entirely the same way as the other two sections. Unlike the other two sections, warm-up and workout, each cool down exercise is performed at just one level. Go through each of the cool down exercises and familiarize yourself with them just as you've done before. Once you've familiarized yourself with each individual exercise, head down to the bottom and click here on Cool Down Follow Along. Once again, you'll be able to perform your cool down with a trainer in real time. There is one variation in the cool down section. It only occurs on type 2 days, and you will always be guided through it. Here we are on a type 2 day in the cool down section. On type 2 days, you will perform what we call a flow. The follow-along video is always provided for you here in the normal location. There is one last thing to point out in the move portion. No matter where you are on your dashboard, you're always given a quick visual reference of the current day's plan. As you can see, here we are shown that we are performing Athens. It's day 5 of our 28-day cycle, and it's a type 2 day. And as you see, you get a large amount of information by mousing over the type. The final piece is tracking. Don't forget to track your move each day. Tracking is one of the most important pieces of Prime Method. The tracking features are gone over in great detail on the Tracking Your Prime tutorial, so be sure to watch that.